on to big news coming in from Canada, where Justin Trudeau's government is in trouble. Massive infighting taking place. Canada's Deputy Prime Minister, Chrystia Freeland, in the latest had unexpectedly resigned. She, by the way, also holds the post of the country's finance minister. And she has said that she's no longer on the same page with the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, about the best path forward for Canada. She made that big announcement just hours before she was due to present a fall economic update to the Parliament. Now, this document is widely expected to show the Liberal government had run up a much larger 2023 to 24 budget deficit than planned. In fact, Freeland is seen as one of Trudeau's closest allies in the cabinet. She revealed that she was offered another post by Trudeau. In her resignation letter, she says that Canada today faces a grave challenge. Freeland's announcement also follows news that Housing Minister Chrystia Freeland will not seek re-election. In fact, taking another pot shot at the Canadian Prime Minister. Freeland said that Donald Trump's administration is pursuing a policy of aggressive economic nationalism, including a threat of 25% tariffs. She urged that the country should take that threat extremely seriously. Remember, Trump's return to power signals a rather turbulent chapter for North America and beyond. And US President-elect Donald Trump has threatened to impose a 25% tariff on all Canadian imports when he is back in the White House, unless his border concerns are addressed. Trudeau, in fact, flew to Florida on November 29th to have dinner with Donald Trump at his Mar-a-Lago club after Trump threatened to impose sweeping tariffs on Canadian products. But instead of getting any reprieve as such, Trump called him Governor Trudeau. We told you about this. This came days after Trump had said that Canada should become the 51st state of the US. And that, again, was a statement which drew a lot of criticism in Canada, raising apprehensions over Trump's moves. Joining us for more on these developments is a journalist and host, Harrison Faulkner. For more on this, Harrison, hi, welcome to the broadcast. If you can tell us more about what's been going on behind the scenes, really, this friction between the Deputy Prime Minister and Justin Trudeau, definitely not looking good for the Prime Minister. Tell us more about what led to this unexpected resignation.
Well, right now, from the reports that we can see, it's pure chaos inside the Justin Trudeau cabinet and in Ottawa right now. There were reports that Chrystia Freeland was set to be replaced for a few weeks leading up to this announcement. Freeland's departure isn't necessarily surprising, but it's the timing of the departure, the shock announcement that is catching everyone by surprise here. It had been reported that the former Bank of Canada and former Bank of England Governor Mark Carney was set to replace Chrystia Freeland. That now looks almost certain. But right now we're seeing a major ideological divide taking place inside the Trudeau cabinet. And Chrystia Freeland is one of Justin Trudeau's closest allies, one of the people that has been there for Justin Trudeau through all of his scandals, through all of his issues. Now she's gone. Sean Fraser, the housing minister, is gone. There are reports right now that there are other cabinet ministers also set to leave. So just before Christmas, Justin Trudeau is finding himself to be very lonely these days. In fact, he may in fact have half a cabinet by the time Christmas comes around.
Harrison, just to understand this better, of course, these are developments that are just trickling in. But what happens from here onwards? What does this really mean for the people of Canada? Of course, Freeland was due to present that fall economic update to the Parliament. Who presents it now? What happens next?
So who presents that now is actually not known. The reporting in Canada has been, exactly what the rest of the world can see, which is this fall economic statement, which is already being presented quite late. It's the winter. It's no longer the fall. But the fall economic statement is now, I believe the announcement has been postponed. It's not clear who's going to present that statement, but the situation for Canada is dire. Economists predict that Canada will miss its deficit target by $10 to $15 billion. And the Trudeau government hasn't been able to reach their deficit targets since COVID. So the economic situation for our country is dire right now. The Canadian dollar is plummeting with the threat of these 25% crippling tariffs. that Donald Trump is threatening to place on our country. We're looking at a very, very bad situation. And it appears as though the Deputy Prime Minister and the Prime Minister had a different view as to how to approach this upcoming tariff war, as Chrystia Freeland described it in her statement. And that's kind of what we're seeing across the country, actually. At a provincial level, the premiers are differing on how to approach this. Some want to play hardball. Some want to fight the United States. Others want to give Donald Trump whatever he's asking for. But whatever it is, it does not look good for Canada. Canada needs to get a finance minister who's competent, who has experience, who knows how to handle the economy. And we need it fast because we're in a really bad situation. And Justin Trudeau has essentially lost not only his closest allies, but he's losing a lot of public support in this country. He has no real hope at this point of remaining prime minister. So it's a matter of really if Justin Trudeau even stays on as prime minister much longer.
Before we let you go, what has Trudeau said? Any reaction coming in?
No reaction yet from Justin Trudeau. I imagine we will see a reaction today, but nothing just yet. It's clear, however, that Justin Trudeau pushed Chrystia Freeland out the door. That statement that she released on social media says that Justin Trudeau wanted her to leave cabinet, wanted her to leave the finance minister role, but that's basically her being fired by Justin Trudeau. We're not certain how he's going to respond to this, but this was the outcome he wanted. He wanted Chrystia Freeland out because he didn't want to have anyone second-guessing his decisions going forward.
All right. Definitely these developments coming with a lot of implications for Canada. We're leaving it there for the moment. Thanks very much for now.
Thank you.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.